Hello and welcome to the Vintage Gaming Hut. Glad to have you with us here on this lazy Saturday afternoon. And I just out of the blue decided I haven't done a gaming video in weeks, I think, if not months. It's been a lot going on, but you know, I always say you gotta make time for what you love. And out of the blue, I just sort of decided I wanted to play Curse of the Azure Bonds. I played this many times on the Commodore 64. I bought the hint book, got a lot of mileage out of this game. I never really got to play it on the Amiga, so for anybody who played the Commodore version, you know, the Amiga has some things like the mouse and just easier to navigate, I think. I think there are improvements, and it's such a great game with a great story to it. You know, I remember reading the novel multiple times, and so I was, hook, line, and sinker. These guys had me. And see, that's back when it still had the code wheel as its copy protection. And so anyway, I was thinking, I tried to play this game back in about 4 years ago, and I didn't really get too far in it. I did create a party, which will load right now. And, I was going to start this video from the very beginning, create characters, but it's going to be like an hour later after that's done. So I think, no matter what version of this game you play, creating characters is really time consuming. And although it's fun to be able to port your characters from Pool of Radiance, I haven't gotten around to playing Pool of Radiance again yet. Oh, by the way, if you can't tell, I'm trying something different today. I am not using my usual microphone. I am using the built-in Thunderbolt monitor computer microphone. And so it might be picking up my fridge in the background and my laptop fan. So I'm hoping that's tolerable. Fridge just went off, so. And I'm just showing my characters here. Mage. It's like two mages in the front of the party. I think I tried I never usually pay attention to multi-classing, but I wanted to. This game doesn't allow you to have rangers and paladins, does it? I think a cleric ranger would have been fun, but oh, we do have a ranger. Okay, interesting. All right, that's good. Maybe we will. Maybe we will create a character. Well, I've got two magic users. Two dedicated magic users. Well, for now, we're just going to begin adventuring and see how this goes. You awaken in a small room. Looking around, you notice that all your gear is gone, as is your memory of recent events. Adding to your disquiet, you notice that your sword arm has been somehow imprinted with strange patterns. The rest of your party are identically marked. No. I've got the hint book pulled up. The action begins. So, this gives you a little bit of the background of what you're walking into. And we're in Tilberton. We're in the inn, which is number 1. I think when you make characters, they are. Let's see. so we don't have any armor or anything. So what we want to do is go to the armor shop. We've got a little bit of platinum. Let's give an area view. Beautiful. You know, if you get lost, what happened to my map? There we go. Okay. So the armor shop is right over here. We're just going to head on out. Which way is out? Welcome to the fair city of Tilverton, Beamsy and Keeper. Then she notices your colleagues' scowls. Your collective scowls, excuse me. Please calm down while I explain. You listen and record journal entry. Oh boy. I'm not going to read the journal entries. You usually want to. I think it adds to the story, and I'm just contemplating this for a second. Let's see if I can work around that. Journal. Is it journal entry 31? And if you haven't noticed also, I have fast load on this. So the load times are a lot faster than would be. You were brought in by a group of red robes. They said they'd found you on the road near death, paid for your rooms in advance so you can stay as long as you like. If you had those tattoos when you came in, but I've never seen anything like them. Filani the Sage could help you through. You should go see her 2 blocks north. Yes. Alright. I'm going to head north out of the bar. Windwards in. First stop's going to be the armor shop. This is also kind of a long process, but we're just going to record it anyway. Alright. So, your mages, you know, maybe get them some darts. Get him a quarterstaff. And that's all I really need right now. Okay. Same thing for this character. Oop. Our thief, we're going to give leather armor. Okay, I'll give him studded leather armor, because I'm sure he's a stud. I think for thieves that are short, well, he's a fighter too, so we can get him a longbow. Thieves can only use short bows. And we can get him a longsword. Probably want to get him a shield. If I can find where the freaking shield is. There we go. Out. Long process because not only do you have to go through all this, he's not cleric, right? Fighter. Alright, checked. So, in the beginning, you know, you don't want to spare any expense. Ooh, well, can't afford plate mail yet. We'll get him banded. We'll get him a 2-handed sword. And for ranged attacks, get him a longbow and some arrows. I think I forgot to give Eve some arrows, didn't I? Alright, once you go into the items, you gotta arm this stuff. I got some arrows. But I'm gonna arm him with the sword. This part actually goes fairly quickly. Alright. Just gonna go through that process real quick. You can arm the arrows, it doesn't really mean anything. Oh, he's already using arrows. And then, you know, you can join your arrows. So it's not cluttering his items list. And as you can see, the ACs and everything change, of course. I always love that old system. Seems like new D&D, everybody's like, THACO sucks, AC sucks. Well, I don't know. I'm old school, I guess. I like 2nd edition. 2nd edition guy all the way. This is my cleric, right? Yeah, El Nazura. El Nazura, El Nazura. I was thinking of that Fruma Sarah song from Fiddle on the Roof. Okay, she's going to buy a Glaven. No, she's going to buy a mace. Hell, she's going to buy a Morning Star. I always get maces for clerics. She's going to get... I'm going to spring for the chainmail. Now, one thing I haven't looked at... Oh, yeah, she's a ranger. So, of course, we're going to buy banded mail, a bunch of arrows, and heck, I'll spring for a composite longbow. So you need every advantage you can get in the beginning. Oh, I forgot to buy her sword. There we go. So now we're going to get her equipped. And we're off. We can always strike true either way. Take a look at the map. Where else do we want to go to in this city? Alright, there's the Cursed Tavern. Source of brawls. Gossip and brawls. Alright, so that to me just, I want to go there because it just adds to the story. The curse. The Azure Bonds Tavern. Bunch of barkeep. We'll have some beer. I'm jealous. I wish I had some beer. I got root beer. Oh, we get drunk and get into a brawl. Surprise, surprise. I'm going to put them on quick. Damn. That's a lot of bar patrons there. Oh boy, I wasn't ready for this.